Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
And this week we're discussing the episode Truth and Consequences. This episode originally aired November 10th, 1995, attracting 16.8 million viewers. Now for the important shit. Number one movie in America this weekend? What would it be?
This weekend?
In 95.
In
not-
95.
Not in
whatever.
2020. There's no feckin' theaters open.
Yeah. Just to place a wonderful timestamp on this.
I didn't say why, and you're not allowed to either.
Nah.
Anyway, well, 95, November.
November-wise, 95.
It's a movie I wouldn't have expected to come out in the winter.
Not
It,
Titanic.
it feels like a summer movie.
No. Yeah, again,
When was
with being
Titanic?
so young. That would have been around 98-ish.
Yeah, I want to say 97, 98.
Okay.
I want to say that's a few years away, yeah. Any guesses? I'll give you a hint. It's a Jim Carrey film.
The Mask?
No.
Was it Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Ah.
Okay.
Does not feel like a movie you release in November.
Not really.
That feels weird to me. That feels like a July or August movie.
Nah. Yeah.
Alrighty, so number one show on TV this week. 95.
Is it still 2020?
No, it's
No.
ER. And it's going to be ER for most of 95.
Because
And 96. Yeah. Okay, getting to the more important things. WWF champion at the time. Any guesses? Any guesses?
It has been a while, despite the easy answer.
Diesel.
Yeah, I'm not going to guess these because I don't know them.
WCW champion at the time. I'll give you a hint. The last, quite a few times, the answer has been Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Is it not Hulk Hogan?
It is not Hulk Hogan.
The trick!
So technically, the answer for this question is the answer for this question is the person who has had the most championships ever in professional wrestling.
Okay.
The individual with the that has been very highly decorated and has won championships in every promotion under the sun.
Okay.
Vacant.
Huh.
Vacant.
Yeah,
Wow.
There's technically no champion.
No champion.
Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh.
basically just saying not Hulk Hogan and nobody is about the right answer too?
The correct answer, yes, is vacant because nobody is holding the belt right now. What happened? So, at Halloween Havoc, at the end of October, Hulk Hogan had a championship match against the Giant, Reed the Big Show, when he was still mobile and good. So Hulk Hogan, how did this go? This is some WCW level bullshit.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan wins the match. No, the Giant somehow ends up with the belt, but then gets stripped of it. I don't remember. It's a bunch of WCW nonsense.
Oh, it's one of those cases that, oh man, match is over and he has the belt. But oh no, person runs in and steals the belt and all these things happen.
No, something happened where they reveal the next week that Jimmy Hart had turned heel secretly and had put a thing in the contract saying that if the Giant won by DQ, he would still get the belt or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Basically, it was a way to get the belt off Hogan without him having to lose. Because creative control.
Wow.
And number one song in America. Give you a hint, Justin. You can't say this person's name.
Oh. I can't either.
Mariah Carey?
It's Fantasy by Mariah Carey. You actually got the name right. I'm so proud.
I
Are
had
you,
to
though?
guess that because I was going to say Miley Cyrus.
I know you were.
Or
and I would have
Miley
punched
Carey.
you. Alrighty, so in this episode, Corey and Sean's latest project for Media Arts, a biography of a lunchroom lady, sinks, and, well, they know it.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams encourages them to find some news that they can air on an upcoming public access TV show. After Mr. Turner bans them from reporting on an eccentric female neighbor who dances in a towel, they then decide to follow Joey, who tries to sell them stolen tires and tube socks. Because everybody needs tube socks.
Well, if you need them.
And I don't know what kind of tires he was trying to sell.
I think those were bicycle tires.
They looked really big.
I think it's just that he had so many on his shoulder when
Maybe.
he was carrying them.
Could be. They find out the janitor Bud leaves the school every day at 2:55 p.m. to bet on racehorses, paying Joey to punch him out at 5 p.m. They manage to catch this on film, but don't get it to Mr. Williams in time for him to review before it's put on air. Despite Mr. Feeney's warning, Mr. Williams airs it, and Feeney is forced to fire Bud, who is 2 months away from retiring with a full pension.
Oh, man.
Now, everyone hates Corey and Sean for getting Bud fired. They are alienated from the school, forced to eat off campus, and Corey finds a large fish hanging in his locker. That's a big fish.
Yeah.
All the while, Corey remains convinced he was right. But although Alan agrees with him, Amy strongly disagrees. He finally goes to Mr. Williams to get a straight answer, but is told that moral dilemmas seldom have simple answers. The teacher explains that actual reporters make the decision to tell the truth even though people get hurt, but that Corey's different because he's a feckin' student.
Yeah.
And you should have reviewed his tape before you put it on air.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because he could have aired anything.
Yeah,
Imagine if our school let me do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have just done, like, a whole thing where it was a pornography somehow, or just the teacher changing over in the next apartment, or person changing in the next apartment.
Nah,
what a scoop.
they were fairly well stopped with that.
Yeah, I know, but still, it could have been.
They could have had somebody like me telling jokes on it. That would have just offended everyone.
True, but it probably wouldn't have been as bad. Mildly hilarious for some, offensive for a lot, though.
Could I start a riot? Maybe.
You might get the entire school against you.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. How many people can I offend today? Anyway. With Mr. Williams to help him, he storms into Feeney's office to demand he retire Bud until he can retire in a few months with his full pension. Feeney says there's nothing he can do, that it went out of his hands once the school board found out. Corey starts to heavily criticize his mentor, but stops when Mr. Feeney's secretary, Bud, comes in with a cup of coffee. Stop hitting the goddamn intercom. Oh, I love Bud. He's the best.
Coaster, Mr. Feeney. A coaster.
He's so good. It becomes apparent that Feeney is willing to keep Bud working there despite his annoying nature. Blast my heart of gold, he comments. Meanwhile, a neuroscientist is performing a sleep experiment at John Adams High. Eric was lured by her advertisement, earn sleep while you cash. Or earn cash while you sleep. Eagerly signs up. However, she finds that while he sleeps, Eric exhibits exactly zero brain activity, which is fecking impossible because he'd be dead.
Nah.
She ends up calling scientists from all over the world to study him. He also is asked to go to the university to be studied.
Mom, Dad, I'm going to university. You got accepted? No, they're going to study me.
It's so good. I love when she hooks up the thing to the mouse too, when she's like, this field mouse has hopes, dreams, ambitions. He's like, oh, poor little guy. It's so fucking good.
Yes.
Alright, so what do y'all think of this episode?
Good story. Good.
He just wants to go out and bet on the racehorses. Let him go bet on the racehorses.
Like, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think that this is the kind of thing that, like, they're right to fire him.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't really... I don't see how there's two sides to this.
Not really.
He is leaving work early to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been better if he was, like, leaving work early and volunteering at a soup kitchen.
No.
Because then it would be like, okay, yes, you're doing something wrong, but you're also doing something beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he's just leaving to gamble at the racetrack, I don't think that's much of a moral dilemma.
Not really.
And then, of course, the fact that he was brought back as a secretary, even for those sorts of things, it's just kind of a, did you really need to throw him that kind of a bone?
I mean, like, I also understand that, like, it's 2 months and the dude gets a full pension. Like, give him some like stupid little job to do for a couple of months. Let the dude get his pension. But like really, yeah, he should have been fired.
Though he did come back, right? Like as a different like job. At
Yeah, no, he's Feeney's secretary.
Yeah.
So he can get his full pension because Feeney has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then, of course, Eric's angle. It's just, oh man, how he functions.
I don't know how he functions with
He
no
doesn't
brain activity.
function. I mean, the correct answer, he doesn't function.
I mean, I guess
I mean, what...
they might want to look into his I don't know, look into his disability.
He's not disabled. He's just kind of...
No brain activity happens in his sleep.
Well, this is true.
They might want to do a study and try to help.
I mean, he is technically dead then when he sleeps.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Although that doesn't make sense because of what happened like earlier when like he had those he had that recording go on while he sleeps.
Oh, yeah.
To learn how to figure skate or something.
Food has no power over me.
Gee.
That's some good bullshit. Anyway, there is something that I forgot to mention earlier on, and I'm going to have to mention now. There were some video games that came out between last episode and this one.
Okay.
Alright, so 95.
Any guesses? I've got two.
95
One I don't know the exact release date, the other one I do.
Super Metroid?
No.
Yeah. That was probably earlier. I don't really remember right now.
Okay, so at some point in October, Time Crisis came out in the arcade.
Woo!
Okay.
Neat.
And on November 5th, on the original PlayStation, Twisted Metal. I mean, the first one's fine,
Meh.
but 2 is much better.
Yes. That I wholeheartedly agree with.
Have you ever played a Twisted Metal, Justin?
I have not.
You should play a Twisted Metal. They're really good.
We can remedy that.
They're very, very good games, and they're a lot of fun. And you should play them, because they are dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, they are dumb. It is driving
Well-
around shooting each other with missiles.
Yeah. Makes me think of Cell Damage somewhat.
Okay, yeah, but Cell Damage is more of like a race.
I thought it was more... I don't really know.
Think of it more like the battle style inside of Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
but...
yeah, it's much more that. From what I remember, Cell Damage is a race where is more Mario Kart.
I
But-
didn't think it was like a race. Then again, I'd have to touch it again.
But
Yeah, I haven't probably played it in a decade, so... Anyway, if there's nothing else, next week we'll be discussing the episode Rave On. Corey and Eric decide to throw a rave, but they pick the worst possible date to have a party. The same day as their parents' 20th wedding anniversary. And we're going to have some special guest stars.
Ooh.
We're going to monkey around. And until next week, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.